Aloha everybody, this is JKid808 here, coming at you with YOVIDEOGAMES Civil War HOKEY TEKKEN. I missed the stream that this happened on with Maximilian and the rest of YOVIDEOGAMES, Steve and Kenny, but I've asked them if I could probably do a little reaction because I did miss it and I wanted to know because everybody was talking about HOKEY TEKKEN and like a lot of the characters are hokey and all this kind of shit. And then I go into the chat and like hokey this. What is this hokey thing? So coming at you with this. I did ask Maximilian. Maximilian did give me his consent. I'm not gonna do anything else with the video. This is just me reacting to what happened on this stream. Steve, senpai, please. Let's go.
And then it goes into anime bullshit now.
Okay.
This is okay.
I'm guessing this is for Tekken 7. Fang punching fire.
That's what I'm saying. Coolness, man. There's no hokey shit, man.
Well, these are intros. They have to be cool. They can't be hokey. They're to make you put quarters in the fucking machine.
Nina's ending isn't hokey.
So I'm guessing the hokiness is because of everything else that comes with Tekken and all of their most of the endings like Kuma's ending and stuff like that. They want to cut down on a lot of those stuff.
His isn't hokey. Neither is Steve's.
Hurt Box, tell him. Hurt Box, tell him.
What? I'm telling you the ones that aren't hokey.
Hurt Box, tell him.
His is pretty fucking
Tekken has always been hokey. It's always had like
his isn't hokey.
a lot of comedy to it.
Yeah, certain characters. I'm talking about certain characters.
Yeah, Max is right about that. Tekken has a lot of comedy to it with certain seriousness between Mishimas. It's only the Mishima bloodline that does all the serious stuff. Everybody else is just hokey as shit.
Okay, no. Okay, that's fine.
Is he talking about Gun? I love Gun, Max. Come on. I know he's hokey, but Gun is awesome.
Look at that. Yeah, so hokey. Oh, look at hokey. It's so fucking comical, right? Look at that shit. Look how fucking hokey it is. Come on, dude. Look how cool those characters are. There's no way. I already said
you
this,
know.
guys. Heihachi's the most serious character.
Oh, I totally forgot about this. I forgot about this. Is this Heihachi and Kuma?
Yes, I already said. It was pretty fucking weird that he sent them all into space. Didn't I say that earlier, guys? Thank you. Okay, fine. The way
Okay.
he survived it was really fucking stupid. He survives because he's just strong.
Alright, I'll give you the benefit of the
Good
doubt.
job, Enderwiz. What is this now? What is he looking up?
Which Hurt Box? What's
Is
the
it
one with
another
Heihachi at the
Tekken
Four.
Heihachi at the pool?
Should be four.
Somebody tell me, which is the one with Heihachi at the pool?
It's either
I've
four or
never.
five.
Oh,
Right
probably
by.
because I've never
Four
been
had, like,
a true Tekken fan. I haven't played a lot of Tekken. But Heihachi at the pool? Why is Heihachi in the pool?
Right by.
That shouldn't be an ending for Heihachi.
Hurt Box says Tekken has some cool shit, which I agree. I like Tekken because it was cool, but at times it can be serious and cool. But 90% of the time it's goofy as fuck.
90%.
And that's what I completely agree with.
90. I wouldn't
There's some cool
agree with
things.
90%, Max. I would agree with about 70, 75%.
Oh, it's a different guy. Yeah.
70 to 75%.
There you go.
That's what I would
Two
agree on.
characters. Lee is a cool character. You like
Because
him?
you have to
Lee,
leave
like
the
him,
other
right?
30 to
Oh,
25%
no.
to
No, his son.
the
His
seriousness
son
of
No,
Tekken.
Lee is
King is
the guy
King
you're
is
playing
pretty
as.
serious
white
too.
hair. He's
King is pretty
he's the
serious.
adopted son of Heihachi.
Who else was pretty serious? Was Xiao Yu pretty serious? I think Xiao Yu was pretty serious also.
Don't correct me.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, this is probably the hokiest of them. This is Lee.
And I'm not doing the hokey characters.
No,
I can do the hokey characters if you want.
Lee
Okay,
from
that's
the
Lee.
beginning of the movie, you know that Lee's like, he's kind of, he's kind
I didn't know Lee had a hokey ending. What? And good lord.
and this is him getting over on his dad. You say, bitch? End the stream. End the stream.
Body.
Thank you all very much for watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really appreciate it, guys. I'll be back tomorrow for the Xbox conference in the morning. Don't go anywhere. I think we've proven a point tonight.
Yeah.
Think deeply, think hardly, think longly, and then think hardly again.
Yep.
Have a good night, dudes. Shine on.
That shit that was fucking Hayachi, that shit was like, oh my god, that shit is.
You're telling me, so hokey literally means cheesy.
Yeah.
And then Anna's ending wasn't cheesy. It was funny, sexy.
Well, okay, then you can compare. Can you compare Benny Hill to Seinfeld humor? It has humor, but Seinfeld isn't.
Benny Hill to
Seinfeld's cheesy
Seinfeld?
as
What?
fuck.
So you're gonna say Seinfeld is hokey?
Yes!
Seinfeld's just
Seinfeld,
funny.
okay. Seinfeld is
What is-
hokey defined as corny, cheesy, or obviously lame. Seinfeld is a show about nothing. It is they argue about Q-tips
It
for a
is.
whole episode.
Seinfeld
It's
is
cheesy
Yep.
as fuck.
Seinfeld is smart
Yep.
humor.
Gun.
Smart humor
Yeah,
comes from
sure. No, it's
finding-
smart, but
okay.
it's stupid.
Okay, Benny Hill isn't smart humor. It is just hokey, dumb, stupid humor.
Seinfeld is literally a show about nothing.
And they make good fucking shows
It
because
doesn't
of it.
mean it's bad comedy.
Well, no, it's not bad comedy, but they
Hokey
make
doesn't. You seem to think cheesy or hokey means bad. It doesn't. It doesn't mean it's bad. It means it's fucking cheesy.
lame. Lame equals bad.
Obviously
Hokey
lame.
equals lame.
Why do you think lame is bad?
Because Seinfeld wasn't obviously lame.
Lame is hilarious.
Even though Seinfeld was a
Kramer's the
show-
lamest character ever, and he's hilarious.
Even though Seinfeld was a show about nothing, it still had smart comedy that didn't turn out lame. That shit
You
that we
keep
saw.
associating it with smart. Why do you think lame is bad?
How did they go to
Because
Tekken
Lame
to
is funny.
Seinfeld
Lame
and
is
been?
just
George is
What?
the lamest character ever too.
But they put him in situations where it's really fucking
They
tough.
put him in situations
They don't make
where
George
he's-
go.
Well, that's cheesy.
Slapstick.
That's not lame.
That's like slapstick.
Lame is like being nerdy. Lame is like being a geek. That's lame.
Yep.
Cheesy,
That's lame.
like overbearing cheesy is like, you know, fucking Hayachi bouncing around the thing on his thing. That doesn't happen. But being lame
Okay.
can
Yeah.
be funny. I think being lame is funny.
It
That was
is.
the whole point of me acting like a black dude on the gangster stream. Because it was hilarious and it was so lame. That's the whole point.
I was there for
You do
that.
realize that there is a difference between the comedy of Nina and Anna and the comedy of Hayachi and his. And
Swag, Max.
There is a
Swag.
different form of comedy between those two. You do
Oh
know that.
yeah, one's really goofy and one's really cheesy.
Okay.
One's
Yeah.
really lame and one's really cheesy.
Okay, so in Hokey,
which
does
is-
Hokey mean
which is
both of them?
Hokey.
So Hokey's both of them.
Yes, look it. Hokey is something that is corny, cheesy, or lame. Good night, everybody.
And fucking Ocean's 11 or something like that. It has, you know, little comedy sense. Oh, even Deadpool. You think Deadpool is fucking cheesy? That's Deadpool is its own form of comedy, which came out really smart, and that's why the movie was fucking good because it had its own smart fucking comedy. It was.
Deadpool cuts off his hand, and then blood squirts in his face. He goes, "Oh yeah, money shot."
As opposed to Hayachi going, there's a different form of comedy, man. There's different
Deadpool
forms of comedy.
dances
Gabe.
around like an idiot.
Oh my
in the
god.
movie as well.
What is this guy? The guy Gallagher. The guy Gallagher versus Seinfeld on stage and talking about shit. Well, you know, I think this is fucking hilarious. And then Gallagher gets a fucking giant fucking watermelon and slams the shit with a fucking hammer. There's two different forms of comedy. Now,
Mallet.
if you put all of that
Steve,
under
mallet.
fucking Hokey and Hokey put equals this.
Gallagher's pretty hokey.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So you got Gallagher of Hokey, and then you're gonna say Seinfeld is lame. So both of those are two different fucking things,
Yeah.
even though they fall in the same fucking category. No.
Yeah.
They fall in the same
No,
category as
they
comedy.
totally do.
They totally
Not
don't,
Hokey.
dude. That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, dude.
No, it
Both
does.
characters. Both characters.
I believe they're
it doesn't
Hokey.
make no sense,
Yeah,
dude.
It
they're both
does.
Hokey.
Characters, dude, they're completely
Con-
different forms of comedy, and if there's different
Max's
forms of comedy,
eyes.
then
Yo.
it doesn't fall under the same fucking category.
I think Steve
They're
took it a little
different
too
forms
far.
of comedy.
I think it does.
No.
Steve went
No.
into that
You
rant.
can't
Steve
put
is in that mode.
something like, let's
Yeah.
say,
Yeah, you can.
what's a good example? Because you got Benny
What
Hill
is a good
or,
example, Steve?
or Mad TV and In Living Color, and then you and then
Really hokey.
and then you got The Cosby Show, and then you have.
I'm young enough to-
well,
I'm
not
still old
Married
enough
with
to know what
Children,
those
but
are.
you got all these other, like, you know, comical
Married
fucking
with
movies
children.
that
Married
aren't
with
hokey.
children.
They're just comedy.
Yeah.
You're gonna put The Cosby Show in the same category as Mad TV? Are you gonna do that?
I don't know.
Okay, so then.
No,
so,
no, no,
So
no.
what's the kind of comedy?
There's no way
is
the Cosby Show.
What kind of comedy is
It's
that?
just comedy.
Yeah.
It's
It's not hokey. It's not hokey, Steve. The Cosby Show is not hokey because they do tackle real life things with a little bit of comedy. That's just what Cosby Show was. It's not hokey. Seinfeld, yeah, hokey shit. The way they go about it. Steve Logic, body.
Act like real people? Not at all. Does the Cosby characters act like real people? Yes. It's a real world
Yes.
rooted comedy, like Home Improvement,
As
like Family Matters.
see, as I just said.
So the Hayachi and Lee ending, they are not acting like real people.
Okay.
They're over the top.
They're over the
No.
top,
Super over the top.
Yeah, they're over the top
Nina
hokey.
and Anna were acting like real people. They were
not acting like real
No, they were.
They were
in
not
acting.
acting like
She
real
did the thing,
people.
She sliced it, and then the thing that
They
happened
were-
was
no.
over the top,
Yeah.
but she still reacted like a real person.
Do you think Anna and Nina act like real people?
That scene they did. That scene they did. It was
Well,
a
technically not. They were
movie
acting
skit,
like actors.
And she got away
See?
with tricking her because
They were in a
she-
movie,
it
so
could've
they were
been- it could've been a
acting.
real situation,
And
too.
then, you
Think about
know.
it, guys. Think about it. She just
Okay,
had her-
okay, I'm thinking
she
about
could
it.
push a button and had her wardrobe malfunction. It just made it seem like she did it with her sword,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, okay, this thing is like, overpowered. She was doing all this fucking. That was overpowered. But let's just say in a real world scenario, she just made sure her wardrobe malfunctioned. So there you go. That's
Okay.
real world comedy.
Steve, I think
Okay.
I actually completely see where you're coming from.
There you
And
go.
To finish this off, all
Yeah.
I have to say is that Ryu has no friends and no life.
Good night, everybody.
But
All right.
Ryu has Ken, Max. Ryu has Ken. No friends. So that was very interesting. I don't know. Tekken's hokey. Yep. Steve's logic is pretty hokey too. Because there's no way that you can compare the Cosby Show to In Living Color, Mad TV, even SNL. There's no way. Don't try to compare those things. If you try to compare it to Seinfeld, yeah, Seinfeld hokey 100 times. But I'm sorry, Steve. Ninja Squad. Max is right. But I don't agree with the percentage. I believe in a percentage of 70% and then 30%. Because 30%, wait. Yeah, that's about 30% of the cast. Because those 6 or 7 characters, yeah. About 6 or 7 characters are really serious. But my verdict? Tekken is still hokey. See you guys later. Oh, Steve, you break my heart.